Hola a todos, en este video no voy a hablar mucho, solamente quiero mostrarle lo que he conseguido acerca de algunos americanos que hablan y dicen lo que piensan acerca de la inmigración ilegal. Acerca de la inmigración ilegal de Kamala Harris, aclaro eso, ¿verdad? Acerca de la inmigración ilegal que provocó Kamala Harris. No hablo de las personas que ya vivimos hace muchos años aquí. No hablo de las personas que tal vez no tienen documentos, pero tienen muchos años de estar en Estados Unidos y que han estado luchando y esperando oportunidades para poder legalizarse aquí, para poder conseguir sus documentos. No hablo de esas personas, porque esas personas ya tienen sus raíces aquí. Muchas de las personas que ya están aquí, muchas de ellas vinieron de niños aquí a Estados Unidos, han crecido aquí, se han casado aquí, han tenido hijos aquí. Y esas personas han estado esperando por años la oportunidad de poder legalizarse. No hablo de ellos, porque muchos de nosotros tenemos familia así, que vinieron aquí y todavía están esperando el momento para poder tener sus papeles. Pero la invasión que provocó de adrede Kamala Harris, de esa es la que voy a hablar, y de esa es la que estos americanos en estos videos están hablando, de esa invasión que provocó Kamala Harris, que está mandando toda esta gente que está llegando ahorita, la está mandando para el norte, la está mandando para Pensilvania, para Michigan, para Wisconsin, para Carolina del Norte, porque los demócratas tienen su plan, y su plan es en estos estados poner la balanza a favor de ellos para siempre estar ganando las elecciones indefinidamente. Ese es su plan, estar ganando y estar ganando las elecciones. Pero hay una cosa: ellos están haciendo esto para mantenerse en el poder, pero no están pensando en el daño que le están haciendo al país. Entre más personas, entre más millones de personas entran aquí, crece la demanda por apartamentos, por casas, crece la demanda por empleo, y todo eso afecta. Porque entre más crece la demanda, por ejemplo, para apartamentos o casas, todo eso se vuelve más caro. Los trabajos, si hay más demanda de gente que quiere trabajar, los empleadores van a pagar menos también, porque dicen, no, si este no trabaja, aquel sí. Entonces, eso y muchas otras cosas más. No hablemos de las escuelas, no hablemos que muchos que vienen acá están entrando, traen hasta 5 y 6 hijos. ¿Y qué pasa? El gobierno viene y tiene que darles dinero. Tiene que apoyarlos con dinero para poder darles transporte, para poder darle hotel, hospedaje o lo que sea. Y todo eso sale de lo que pagan los que pagan impuestos en este país. Porque eso no sale del Partido Demócrata. Ese dinero no sale del Partido Demócrata. Sale de los impuestos que la gente paga en este país para esa gente que viene.
Oh, wow. Hey, North Carolina. Real quick now. I want y'all to listen up. I'm a little ticked off. I just want you to know I'm a little ticked off, and I'm going to tell you why. $750. Oh, my. Where American tax dollars is being used to fund illegal aliens into our country. And these illegal aliens didn't pay one dime or one red cent into our systems. And all Kamala Harris and Tampon Timmy want to give us $750? Listen, you all, we only have one choice, and that's President Donald J. say Trump? We cannot afford another 4 years of this, so you're gonna have to vote like your life depends on it. Like when you're taking your breath and it's your last breath and you need that vote in order to breathe, that's what you're gonna have to do. So you're gonna have to, I'm almost finished, Mr. President. So what you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to overvote the cheat, you're gonna have to outrun the runway, and we're gonna have to make it too big to rig.
After a video was shared to X of migrants being dropped off at a school in New York City. About 1,900 asylum seekers were seen being dropped off at a high school in Brooklyn to take precaution from a storm over concerns that Floyd Bennett Field would flood. Although the migrants were reportedly cleared out by sunrise, the principal chose to move forward with remote learning. The decision outraged parents and Musk, who's been very outspoken against the U.S. border crisis since he visited Eagle Pass, Texas last year.
How does it feel that you kicked all the kids out of school tomorrow? How does it feel? You feel good? I hope you feel good!
An X user pointed out that migrants are already being housed in American homes and cited an August 2023 article from Boston News 25. At the time, the Massachusetts governor just declared a state of emergency over the migrant crisis and asked that the federal government and residents help out. New York has recently been buckling under the pressure of an influx of migrants and has been trying to shuttle some into New Jersey. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy just won't have it.
In that area. Let's talk about a non-controversial issue, immigration.
Sure.
Here is Elon on immigration. I'm very much in favor of increased and expedited legal immigration for anyone who is talented, hardworking, and honest.
Yeah.
Bizarrely, it's difficult and agonizing slow to immigrate to the U.S. legally, but it's trivial and fast to enter illegally. This obviously makes no sense.
Right. I mean, once again, I agree with that guy. Yeah, I mean, if anyone here has been through the legal immigration process, I mean, I've been through it. It's only gotten worse since 9/11 and with COVID. It's a sort of Kafkaesque, very long, bizarre process to immigrate legally to the U.S. I mean, I have friends of mine who, you know, they can't get their wife to have a green card. It's like insane. On the other hand, it's you can hop across the border in the South trivially. It's just like very easy. I went to the border myself just to see like what's going on. Is this real, or like is this propaganda or real? And so I just went there, and I'm like, oh, it is real. Okay, this is crazy. You know, we've got situations where people are pouring across the border like it's World War Z. I'm like, this doesn't seem healthy. So I'm like, are we checking anyone here, or like what's going on? And you know, we don't. This is not to say that I mean, I'm a big believer in immigration, but to have unvetted immigration at large scale is a recipe for disaster.
He'd been conducting interviews with migrants who crossed into the U.S. Your reaction to that answer, soon you will know who I am.
So I'm so happy that a video surfaced because there's an argument that we've made at the United States Supreme Court, because we have one or two cases in the Supreme Court as we speak right now against the Biden administration about illegal immigration. And as the court weighs and considers our defense against the Biden lawsuit, they have to consider whether or not there is an invasion going on. I have asserted in court that there is an invasion going on in the United States of America, and that videotape typifies why there is such an invasion. That is a threat to the United States of America, what he said, but it's not a one-off threat. We see things like that happen every single day. So, Maria, my hope is that the United States Supreme Court and courts across the country, they see exactly what's happening on our border. It's not what happened under Bush or under Trump or under Obama. This is something completely different that has never happened before in the history of the country. This is an invasion.
El señor que está hablando ahí es el gobernador de Texas, el señor Greg Abbott. Él está hablando, primero estaba hablando de una persona en la frontera que estaba entrando a Estados Unidos. Oigan bien, en la frontera, como ha sido fácil entrar a Estados Unidos con la invasión que ha permitido Kamala Harris, hubo un periodista que le preguntó a una de las personas que estaba entrando, ¿me da su nombre? Y esa persona le dijo, ¿quieres saber quién soy? Ya vas a saber muy pronto quién soy, ya vas a saber quién soy. O sea, lo dijo en una forma amenazante. Y de eso es lo que está hablando el gobernador. También está hablando acerca de la política de John Biden, que es tener las fronteras abiertas. Y ese señor, ese gobernador, ha tenido bastante trabajo en Texas, porque como ustedes saben, Texas es el estado de la frontera, ese es el estado por donde la mayoría de personas entran. Entonces ha sido muy complicado para él, porque él es el gobernador y ha tratado de controlar, pero le ha sido muy difícil porque el gobierno federal tiene sus leyes, el gobierno federal los ha dejado entrar.
Factories are shutting down here, like the one behind me. I'm going to talk about that. And then you have migrants coming into small towns all across the Rust Belt just as well. For instance, here in Charleroi, 4,000 people. City officials say they've got about 2,500 Haitian, Liberian migrants. And then the residents here, they feel like they're being forgotten. They're losing their jobs. And they feel like they're losing their town on top of it. So a vicious cycle, one that continues here. So basically what's happening, the plant behind me,
they shut this factory down, it's going to cripple this town and the Mon Valley.
I'm devastated because we own our house, we've lived here, we're family, we're done lose everything down here. But this factory, I'm not saying in this town, I'm not. My child already lost 2 years of school, she's so far behind. She was supposed to go to Head Start and they told her she couldn't go 2 weeks before school start because 20 immigrants came in and took her out of school. So we lost 2 years of school, so why would I want to stay in this town?
It's really sad what has happened to my hometown. I mean, it's hard for me to drive through here and just see what's left of it. And, you know, I've said before, this is beyond immigration. At this point, it feels like an invasion.
The people are on the ground telling you exactly what's going on and we acting like they're crazy. These politics. And it's crazy because the people are on the ground telling you what's going on and we're acting like they're crazy. When they ask Kamala Harris about the migrant crisis and she starts giving her speech about how we're better together than we are apart and whatever it is and her neighbor's lawn and whatever she got going on, right? We know that she sounds and she looks crazy on a regular basis. But the people are telling you, they said, look, it's not that the migrants are taking the jobs that we don't want. If you want to reduce us to just being janitors across the board or just being Uber drivers and then saying those are the jobs that we don't want, then that's one thing. But I'm telling you that y'all are putting more resources into bringing them here than you are into saving the industries that we depend on to feed our families. And when we pay our taxes, and we've been paying our taxes for years and decades, and we built this town up, and we have homes here, and our property taxes are the things that support these schools. The migrants are basically coming in, and they're taking the place of our children to where we can't even register our own children for school. So not only are we losing our jobs, we're losing our industries. Our infrastructure is being taken over, and it can't even support or sustain what we see coming in as an influx, but we don't even know how they got here. We don't know how they got here. We don't know what the memo was, who brought them here, how they was able to navigate all the way up to Pennsylvania. We have no clue whatsoever. And then you wonder why there's a flood of signs, all that say Trump. What my fear is that it's too late. My fear is that it's too late. Because this is happening all across America. And it was cool as long as it was happening in Chicago and in Houston and New York and Los Angeles and Denver. And then when they took over Denver apartments and stuff, they tried to downplay it like, no, it's not even a big deal. And then we went over to Springfield and everybody made TikTok saying, oh my God, my cat. And then they did little memes of their little dogs and their cats inside of the barbecue pit and all of this stuff. And that's cute. And it's going to happen in a city near you. I'm telling you. And there's a new voter block that's being created. And nobody is answering the questions.
Él lo dijo bien. Se está creando un bloque de votantes. Ese bloque de votantes son todas las personas que están entrando de esa forma a Estados Unidos. Ese es el bloque de votantes que se está creando, que está creando Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris les va a dar la ciudadanía rapidito a todos esos millones de personas que han entrado, así como lo que acabamos de ver, el hombre que está hablando ahorita. Él está en Pensilvania y le está pasando eso en Pensilvania. ¿Y saben qué? Pensilvania es el estado ahorita que está dando 19 votos electorales. ¿Qué sucede con eso? Prácticamente el candidato que gane Pensilvania va a ganar la elección a la presidencia de Estados Unidos. Entonces eso lo están haciendo los demócratas. Así es, no es un invento. Los demócratas lo están haciendo para crear ese bloque de votantes que en el futuro muy pronto va a votar por el Partido Demócrata y van a estar así, miren, 4 años, 8 años, 4 años, 8 años, ganando indefinidamente por ese montón de personas que están metiendo y que los van a legalizar. Ese es el plan que tiene Kamala Harris.